Hello my friends, in this video I'm gonna show you how I launched my own online course using Kajabi platform. I'm gonna walk you through each step of creating your course using Kajabi, and then I'll show you the entire strategy I used to launch my course and make over $30,000 in 1 week. But before we dive into the video, here are my results from the past 3 months of selling one of my online courses using Kajabi. As you can see, over $70,000 generated in about 3 months time frame. So if you want to achieve similar results with your online course, drop a like on this video and let's get started. Alright, so to get started, first things first, obviously we're gonna need to have Kajabi software. And the good news is that Kajabi offers 30-day free trial. You can try it out, launch your course, and start making money before spending a single penny on it. And by using the first link in this video description, you're gonna get a completely free 30-day trial for Kajabi. If you're ready to start building and selling your course, in my opinion, Kajabi is one of the best platforms to do that. And I personally use Kajabi myself to run my entire online business. So click the first link, register your account, and then let's set up your course properly. Alright guys, so once you sign up for Kajabi, this is what you're going to see. This is going to be your dashboard. This is essentially where you're going to see all your sales, the opt-ins, how many contacts you got in the past 30 days. So now, obviously, first things first, we gotta create our product, right? And we go to products, right? We go to products, we go to all products. Then we're gonna click new product. And inside here, we're gonna select a course. We're gonna click get started. We're gonna select our title for the course, obviously. I always like to use fitness analogy. So we're gonna go with, weight loss course. Pretty simple. It's totally up to you what you write there, okay? And obviously we're gonna make this a paid course, right? For now, if you have not added your Stripe account, which you can do by going to settings and select your payments, how you want to be paid. Usually you can select Stripe, PayPal, and also do Kajabi payments. If you're from US, you can do Kajabi payments, which I believe is even better. So we're gonna set a price here. So let's say we're gonna go for $95. We can also make multi-payment. We can make subscription and one-time payment. Multi-payment requires weekly, monthly, or yearly payments, and subscription bills customers on weekly and monthly intervals. I'm not sure how these are different, but Kajabi as well is very good if you want to have some sort of subscription-based course. But for now, we're going to select just one-time payment and click next. Kajabi actually has his own AI, so they automatically generate you certain lessons around certain topics. And that's it, right? We have our weight loss course right here. Once you have it ready, as I said, AI generated you certain lessons. We don't want to have those in here because they're most likely going to be pretty irrelevant, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this lesson and we're going to go over and delete all of them. All right. So once we deleted all the lessons, now we can structure our course. The way I like to structure a course is like we have a module and then under the certain module, we have certain lessons. My honest recommendation for everybody who's going to build a course is make it as simple as possible. Especially in the beginning, you don't want to spend a lot of time building it up to make this perfect piece of content and piece of product, right? And quite frankly, it's going to be impossible for you to do that because you want to launch something pretty fast, something that's still good, but it's not too much, right? So keep it simple, right? So let's say we have, a module here. So understanding weight loss, right? And this is how we're going to be able to add lessons in there. So first things first, we're going to make it published, right? We're going to publish it. And whenever we want to add a lesson, we click add content, we click add lesson, we type just title of the lesson. So let's say lesson 1, right? Just simple as that. We create it and then we also publish it. And then we click here, edit lesson. Before I do that, this is how you make a nice looking branding for your modules. So you click edit module and you can add a description for your module. And you can also add a nice looking image for your module, which I would recommend you to do. These kind of aesthetic looking stuff in the course, these aesthetics usually enhances user's experience. So I would recommend you to add some sort of image here, which is related to a module's name, right? So we have lesson 1. The way we add a video, the actual lesson, is we click edit lesson right here. And here we can write a short description. We can also add some files. So maybe you leave some sort of to-do list for your members, right? After they finish watching that lesson. But in a nutshell, we click a video, we click select file, and we just add it here, right? Once the video finishes uploading, we can even add a lesson thumbnail, just a video cover, and then we click save. Once we do that, we go here to weight loss course right here. The lesson 1 is published. It's ready. You can add a lesson 2. Just like that, you set up your entire curriculum. Now, to see your curriculum and how it looks like, we click here. Click this eye, and we're going to be able to see the curriculum and how it looks like. As you can see, it looks pretty bad right now. So before I show you how to customize your curriculum to make it look nice, first, let's set up your offer, okay? So we go to offers right here, right? And as you can see, we have a weight loss course offer right here, right? This is where you can add the description, etc. Just pretty irrelevant because we're gonna edit all those things on the checkout. But one thing that you must not forget to do is to add a welcome email, which is post-purchase email. So when somebody purchases your program, right, your course, you want those customers to be receiving some sort of email, right? So we're gonna click custom email, and this is where we're gonna write an email, and we're gonna create an email subject, and we're gonna write an email, right? What I would recommend you to do is when you joined or when you purchase some sort of product, just look how they structured their email, thank you email, and inside this email content, just relink site URL, right? So this is the following code you can use in your email when you write it, just writing this code here. What's going to happen is that your customer is going to see, they're not going to see it that way, but they're going to see like a button so they can just go back to the register, to the login page for your course, right? But just write a simple welcome email saying, thank you so much. In case you missed your course access, whatever, just tab here and leave this. And then, say if you have any extra questions, just leave them here, whatever. An email subject could be thank you for joining. You're gonna have to come up with this yourself, right? It totally depends on your product that you have. But don't forget to set up a welcome email. It's very important. So you can even set up where your customers go after the purchase. Do they go into product library, existing landing page, a custom thank you page, right? I usually leave it as members product library, okay? You can also set up an image for your course, kind of like a logo, right? But once we have all that set up, we're gonna go and click edit checkout. We want to edit our checkout, right? Because obviously it's not gonna be edited. It's not gonna look nice. It looks pretty average. Okay, so to edit your checkout, you're gonna click design right here, and you're gonna be able to select a colors for your checkout for button right here. Action button color could be black, for example. Click save, and it looks like that, right? But if I'm gonna give you an honest advice, I would heavily focus on this part. Go to the competitor pages that are selling similar courses. Look how they structure their checkout. In checkout, it's very important to add a bunch of bonuses so people can see exactly what they're getting, and on top of that, what they're getting. So, you're gonna write out, this is what you get, and we adding this, and this. And if you already have some sort of testimonials and people that you helped do, like people that you helped with specific stuff that you're doing, you can add testimonials here, which I also highly recommend doing. Having testimonials on your checkout page will 100% increase your conversions. Now, this is what I don't really use. So the banner, I don't really use a banner, so you can just disable the banner by clicking here and clicking save. So it looks something like this, pretty simple. To recap, focus on having, this part sorted out. And, this thing, you can't really change much there, but I'm going to show you what you can add here, which is going to increase your conversions a lot. just in a minute. Okay, but focus here. Focus on, taking your time to write a good description in your checkout page. This is where your customers are making the final decision, and they really want to be reassured that what they're getting is actually valuable to them and worth it. Okay, so let's go back to Kajabi. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna click sales, and we're gonna go to the section called coupons. Okay, and inside the coupons, there's one little trick that you can do. So let's say you're selling a course for $95, right? What you can do is you can set up a price on $195, and you can create a $100 coupon, right? So we would write, for example, coupon, just coupon, or a discount, just write discount right here. And we can select an amount of, and we can make amount of like $100. Select the currency, which is USD, and we click continue. Then we're gonna add an offer, and we're gonna click done. And we're gonna click discount link, copy. It's gonna look like this. It's gonna be crossed over, and people are gonna see that, oh, there's a discount. I would always recommend having something like this. It's going to increase conversions, and everybody does it. I know it's pretty ridiculous, to be honest, to do it, but it simply increases conversions. And if you look at any big business, they always have some sort of discount. They always have the price cross off, especially in e-commerce, right? You're competing with a lot of people, and you want to maximize the deck in your favor. And, you're selling this, you're just changing a few things that's going to increase your conversions by a lot. It's not some sort of deceive strategy, or just, you're not really fooling people. And always, if you're providing really good value with your product, I can totally justify it. Okay, so make sure you do that. All right, so now at this point, we have, let's say, you started uploading some lessons. You want to customize how your entire curriculum looks like. You want to make it look better, more nice, right? You go to customize right here. First, of course, you go to courses and you go to customize. And this is where you're going to be able to customize your course curriculum to make it look as you wish, right? It's pretty simple, pretty easy to use. So let's say you want to change, the colors here. So what you would do is you would go here to hero and click this, make it black, let's say, and you click save, right? Just like that. Text color, of course, right here. Let's say you want to change the footer. You go to the footer, click edit, the footer shows up. And what you can do is you click background color, select this, text color, select, let's say, white. You want to, remove this thing and add your own branding right here. You just simply go to copyright and create this. Weight Loss LLC. Of course, you most likely don't have this type of name for your business, but you get the point. You can also add your own social media links here. Make sure you change them because it just links to Kajabi. And always don't forget to click save after you do anything on here. So yeah, spend some time designing a nice looking curriculum for your members. I would highly recommend you to spend time here, because at the end of the day, people who buy your product, your customers, is the most important thing. So make sure they feel very satisfied when they, log into this. Kajabi already made, sure that this is great, and they made sure that it's simple to use for people who join, but still spend some time to make some nice looking, curriculum, logo, branding, stuff like that. If you have everything ready, it's time for you to create your landing page / sales page to sell the product, right? And most people overcomplicate creating a sales page. Sales page essentially needs just to answer a few things and needs to have few elements in there. And actually, I designed entire system / strategy on how you can set up a perfect sales page. Of course, nothing is perfect, but as long as you use those elements, and you're gonna see what comes after another. And I made you pretty simple framework on designing a sales page. I designed hundreds of sales pages myself. I'm going to share that with you in a minute. But in order for you to go to be able to design a sales page, you would go to website right here, and the weight loss course pre-sale landing page is going to be already created for you. It's just going to be a draft. So you can publish it. And what you're going to do then is we're going to click customize. And this is where you're going to be able to, customize the entire sales page, right? This is where you can, add section, add like stuff like video, stuff like photos, FAQs, images, everything, right? But most importantly, you need to know what comes after another, right? Where you place the video, where you place the testimonials, how everything should be structured. And let's jump straight into that. All right, guys. So this is how I would recommend you to structure your sales page. It's pretty simple, right? It's not a rocket science. I'm going to tell you one thing. Big players always focuses on having a superior product and a superior marketing. The sales page is important, but if you see somebody's sales pages of these guys in internet, they have a very bad looking sales page and you don't even think that it's converting, but the thing is, it does convert. So I'm not telling you to make a mediocre, bad looking sales page, but I'm going to tell you what to focus on and how to structure it. Okay. So what I like to do is I would just have a navigation bar, on top, which has a logo, company's logo, a link, like a separate page for testimonials. So people click it and it opens another page on your website to go to testimonials. Members login. So you would just, people click and they're going to be linked to go to the login page, and a button to join now. And what's going to happen is that you select that button to scroll people down to the pricing bars. You can easily do that on Kajabi when selecting action for each button. So you select an action to scroll to a certain part of the funnel and it just scrolls straight to the pricing bars. Okay. Most important thing, focus on your headline. This is where people attention goes straight into when they land on your page. Focus on having a strong promise in your headline or strong hook at grabbing that attention, and then sub headline, right? This is what people see most of the time. First things what they see when they actually come to your page. And then we're going to go into sales video. Under the sales video, we're going to have a button to join. Again, make sure this button is scrolling people down to the pricing bars on Kajabi, right? I'm going to show you where to place those pricing bars, but make sure it doesn't go to the checkout directly. Make sure it scrolls people down to the pricing bars instead. Testimonials. This is where you're going to put out testimonials, right? Social proof, right? People getting results with whatever it is that you're selling. If you don't have testimonials, I highly recommend to, have it to help certain people first before you even sell, helping people for free. This is what Alex Hormozi talks about a lot, helping people for free first before you launch it. But if you don't have them, place your own results. Use yourself as a case study. If you teaching people how to lose weight, I'm assuming you would be in a great physical shape, right? Then again, join button. After that, it scrolls. Every single button, guys, scrolls down to the pricing bars, okay? Just keep this in mind, okay? Join button. By the way, you can name your join buttons based on the context. So if it's a sales video, the button could be, claim your spot now. If it's a testimonials place, your button could be start getting results now. It doesn't have to be always the same text on the button. Then we're going to go and talk a little bit about you and your story. Talk about where you were and what you achieved, right? Like a hero story, right? Just telling people that you've been in exactly the same spot as they are and you achieved this, and you're essentially be authentic, but, make sure you tell the story from where you came from. You're going to see the pattern there that every single section is going to have a join button here because people can easily lose it. Like it's just certain things to maximize the retention and maximize conversions. More testimonials, join button. What you'll find inside is deconstruct your course. Kajabi has this laid down for you, and they have multiple features you can drag and drop. You can lay down the course modules. You can show curriculum of the course, but people essentially talk about what people will get after they join your course. And then we have a join button. Then we're going to go into bonuses stack. It's also very important. This is the thing you're going to add to checkout as well. Bonus 1, bonus 2, bonus 3. I would recommend having some sort of like 5 bonuses to maximize this thing. Pricing bar. This is where you place pricing. And this is one thing I learned from Alex Hormozi, and it definitely increased my sales a lot. So make sure you have 2 different pricing options. Let's say your course is $195 plus, a discount that you're offering, so $95. Have another pricing option for like $5,000. This is something like one-on-one coaching or done for you service. Add something that is ridiculously priced. That way, that smaller price is gonna look like a no-brainer. I would recommend to have this. This is a very cool sales strategy I learned from Alex Ramosi. Join button. This time, the join button obviously doesn't scroll into the pricing bars. This time, the join button is gonna lead people directly to a checkout page. So have this like main depository or like centralized join button just in one place for people to join. And for that higher price option, you can just link people to a deposit payment. So just link people to create a new offer on Kajabi and link them to a deposit payment for like $1,000. FAQ bar. This is where you're gonna write out and create frequently asked questions. If you don't have an idea what to write there, look at your competitors. Look at your competitors. They're most likely gonna know what people are already asking about the specific offer. So tailor that FAQ bar based on your competitors. What I would recommend you to do is to have the most desirable and frequently asked questions there that people would ask. How would I get an access to the course? How long it would take me to get results? Stuff like that, right? And then join button that scrolls back to the pricing bar, okay? And this is how you structure the entire sales funnel. This is the puzzle you need to use all the time, right? Just come back to this puzzle if you need to and just look, does my course have it the way I showed you? As you move on, as you start making more money, invest into having a better landing page, invest into having a good sales page. I'm just telling you, this is something that you can build up in 2, 3, maybe 4 days, maybe 5 days. You can build this up yourself and you don't need to spend thousands of dollars. Once it's selling, you can invest money into, hiring people to make your landing page look phenomenal. All right, so at this point, you might be thinking, it's time to sell my online course and make some money. But how do I market it and how do I sell it? This is where over the past year of being a content creator, I developed my own unique system on marketing and selling online courses. And the beauty about the system is that you create it once and it runs 24/7. You're not gonna need to constantly promote your course to make sales. And to make this system work, the first thing we're gonna need is a lead magnet. A lead magnet is something that you offer to your audience for absolutely free in exchange of their email address. And it should be somehow related to the main course that you are selling. For example, if you're selling a weight loss course, you should be creating a lead magnet that is somehow related to that topic. And most people make a big mistake with lead magnets, simply by not spending enough time creating a really good lead magnet. They often just write a mediocre ebook and call it a day. But here's how you're gonna stand out. You will spend time creating a high quality lead magnet. And my personal recommendation is to make your lead magnet an actual video course. And you can simply use Kajabi to create this free course the same way you just created your paid course. Inside this course, you're gonna provide a ton of value, and by the end of that, you're gonna upsell your paid course. So by this point, we have our main product, our money maker, and we have our lead magnet, a way to sell that product and get new customers. And now it's the time to start marketing. And this is where Instagram comes into play. Look, in all these videos that I make, I only speak from my own experience. That is why the marketing strategy we're gonna use is gonna be heavily dependent on Instagram. This is what I've done myself and I know the best. And this strategy will include going from 0 to 10,000 followers and also building your email list to 1,000 subscribers. This actually can be achieved in 30 days. You might not reach 10,000 followers in the first 30 days, but you can easily build up your email list to 1,000 subscribers in this time frame. And once you do that, you are set to start marketing your paid product. And honestly, I want this to happen to you as quickly as possible, simply because this is going to create a positive feedback loop. Once you see that it's working, you will never want to go back. But it's very crucial that you execute on this strategy properly. And that is the reason I structure it in a very specific way. For now, I'm gonna show you the strategy, the simple strategy to reach 10,000 followers. And while you're, growing to 10,000 followers, you're not just gonna be aimlessly growing followers. You're also going to be growing your email list at the same time. And by doing that, you're going to be able to monetize much sooner, okay? So first things first, we're going to need to have ManyChat. we're gonna need to have Instagram, and we also gonna need to have our lead magnet free product ready. So ManyChat is a software that allows you to automatically send DMs on Instagram, right? So the process is simple, right? You probably saw these reels where a person says, comment a specific keyword, and then I'm gonna, send you something in return. I'm just gonna show you the example. Cinematic effect that will make your reels stand out. And it takes just a few minutes to achieve this. After you comment effect and receive this free template I sent over, simply place the template on top of your video in your editing software. Increase the scale and adjust it as you like. So what happens here is that they, get a comment under the reel, and ManyChat automatically responds and sends an invite whenever somebody comments a specific keyword. And in that invite, you are giving away your lead magnet, your free product. And this is how you grow your email list on steroids. I grew about 100,000 emails using this strategy. But first thing, before we, start going heavy with ManyChat, we have to, get some sort of initial momentum on Instagram. We have to start growing somehow. So keep this in mind. Our focus in order to achieve that growth is gonna be only Reels. Reels is the best way to grow. Okay, so forget anything else. Consistency, we want to post at least 5 times per week. Okay. If you can do every day, that's just phenomenal. If you can't, just stick to at least 5 times per week. What not to do is spend days brainstorming your profile picture, username, and bio. They're not that important. As long as you know your niche, as long as you kind of have an idea how you want to monetize and what type of content you want to create, you can start going. And first things first, we're not gonna just aimlessly create content. That is a waste of time. Why not use the big Instagram algorithm and see what is already working? So you would just go to other creators in your niche, right, who are creating similar content. My honest advice here is that make sure those creators have, a little bit less followers. They don't have millions of followers, because sometimes the content that works for them is not going to necessarily work for you. We want to look for smaller creators, for 100K, 200K follower creators and less. So let's say I found this guy. We go to his reels and we can clearly see this video performed significantly better than other videos, right? Significantly, like 2 million views. Compare that to 14,000 views. Compare that to 31,000 views. It is what it is. And then another one, just like that. We want to do a research and gather and collect about 20, 30 ideas like this. And you can do this in any niche. Doesn't matter what niche you're in. This is how you kickstart your growth on steroids, guys. This is how you actually kickstart the growth really fast on Instagram. You're not going to be wasting time creating any other content. You're just going to module upon what's working, and you're going to play the algorithm game. It's very important in the beginning. As you grow, you can develop your own style. So don't worry about it. What we're going to do then is we're going to create that content, and publish it. And when I say create that content, take the video, make it better. Take the video, make it better. Add something unique. Keep the same length of the video, keep the same hook, the same premise, the same idea, but make it better somehow. Adding something better. Maybe making better aesthetic. Identify which one worked the best for you and create more versions of that. Simple as that. Once we start growing, and once we start seeing some momentum, just look, this one worked for me the best. Okay, let's make new version of this. Let's make new version of this. This is the game of Instagram, honestly. This is how you play the algorithm. But once you start growing, once you start seeing some momentum, it's time for you to do the marketing for your lead magnet. And the best way to do marketing for a lead magnet is going to be stories, and it's going to be your reels. So now I'm going to show you how to set up a ManyChat automation for your lead magnet. And after that, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna show you how to market it. So first things first, I left a link for you to sign up for ManyChat. It's gonna be down below in this video description in the resources section. And once you click, it's gonna take you to the website that looks like this. So you need to click get started and you need to create your account. Also, for this to work, you need to have your Instagram page connected with your Facebook page. So you need to have Facebook page first, and also connect your Instagram page with your Facebook page. You click get started and you sign up and you create your account. I already have my account created, as you can see right here. And once you have the account created, right, you would go to automation right here and you click new automation, right? you create a new automation. You would click new automation, and you would install this first, convert your Instagram comments into sales automation. You click setup template, got it right here. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna select this and we're gonna add a new trigger. User comments under your post or reel, and we add a new trigger, and we're gonna select user sends a message, okay? We're gonna select the text specific words in message. And this is the place where we're gonna add a keyword. So you know when on the stories you would say reply with W, for example, just W, this one, and you're gonna get X in return. So this is the place where we need to add that keyword, right? We're gonna click create, and we're gonna do the same thing on our reel, right? And we're gonna go to our reels. And for example, you know, when somebody comments the keyword then, right? And that's it. Click continue. I would avoid having public replies. Public replies is a feature where somebody comments the keyword and you also not only send them an invitation, but you also reply like under their comment saying, yo, I just sent you a link. This could trigger Instagram to, you know, give you a warning of too much activity. So I would click no, and I would not have these. Once we have all these triggers selected, now we need to set up our Instagram like automated invite, right? What we're gonna send to them when they leave that keyword under our reel or reply to our stories with a specific keyword and what we send them back, right? So I'm gonna show you the template I use right now on one of my reels, right? One of my automations right here. If we go to, for example, viral reel secrets flow, right? This is the flow I use to send out a free viral reel secrets product to my audience, right? So whenever somebody comments, for example, skill, action, create, brand, viral growth, you can have much more keywords. And I would recommend you as you go to add on more keywords to your automation. But this is the actual message I've write. And by the way, this message is also going to be left down for you in the PDF file. Okay. So there's going to be the link in the video description for you to get that PDF file that I'm showing you across all this tutorial. And you can use that message, right? So this is the message I would write. Hey, first name, because you can select the first name right here. If you click edit automation, and I would recommend you to have that because you're going to have variety in your messages. So to select the first name, you would go here and click this, and it allows you to add an like a personalized code, which they're going to send the message automatically with their first name if they have the first name on Instagram. Claim your course below. Once you received it, please leave a 5-star review. It only takes a few seconds and makes a lot. Enjoy. I would not add this anymore. I would just make it as simple as possible. And I would write, hey, claim your course below, or hey, claim your preset below, claim your template below, whatever your free product is. And here in the button section, you would just go and click here, and you would add a link to your freebie right here in the website URL. And button title, you can make anything that you want. Claim here, join here, grab it here, whatever. You click done. Once you have all of that customized, right? And you have your message and everything, you would just go and click a button that is, for example, here, let me show you. You would click set live, and it automatically gonna make this thing live. So whenever somebody right now comments a specific keyword that you selected or sends you a specific message that you selected, this automation gonna automatically send them an invite to that freebie, right? And that's it. And you have all of that selected. You have your ManyChat set up. You have everything in place, and you're ready to dial in that marketing part and send people into that lead magnet and start building your first 1,000 email subscribers. If you already started growing on Instagram, you can literally grow an email, like 1,000 email subscribers within a few days, right? It totally depends how many followers you already have. But if you use the strategy, which is stories and reels, you can totally do this. One big mistake you don't want to do is link directly to your lead magnet on Instagram stories. And you want to have something like this. This is one of the best performing story promotional frameworks that I've done. We have an actual, hook. We have a promise, and my free product teaches people how to kind of create viral content on Instagram and grow. This is like my expertise, and this is what my free product provides. And I would just wrote it in this framework, right? And you can use the same framework in any niche. Again, totally just changing, the promise, changing the deliverables, slightly tailoring towards your product. Reply with IG to receive access is brand new. Training, you write your keyword that you left on ManyChat and you write some sort of urgency, and your DMs is gonna explode and ManyChat gonna start sending those direct invitations. But it's very important that you put out the story when you have no active stories on your profile and not overdo it. So I would keep doing this promotion 1 to 2 times per week, and always wait for your story to expire. Don't put out too many stories at once and then put this out. Wait for your story to expire, have no active stories, and then put out the promotion. Then we have my best performing reel promotional structures. Okay. Reel promotional structures is also good. You can place, the promotion in your reel. It's very important when it comes down to reels to make something like this. Stop posting your stories until you've done this. Go to ChatGPT and use this prompt. Create 2 Instagram story ideas every day for 7 days. One designed to establish trust and connection, and another to sell my products and services. Make each relevant to each day of the week. I am a fitness coach focusing on helping busy professionals lose extra weight and stay in shape. My target clients are people who work in corporate settings and don't have time to track all their calories. They can only work out 4 times per week with a maximum of 1 hour per session. Make the story ideas very simple and quick to create. Make them very specific for my target audience. Do this in a table format. The columns should be day, ideas, instructions, visuals, hook, supporting text. And take a look at these excellent and straightforward ideas you can implement to increase sales in a non-salesy way. Comment the word training for this prompt and access to a free 10-lesson course. This is how you need to think about when you want to promote it through Reels. From my experience, having a call to action, comment X in your description, on your caption, on your reel, is not really that effective unless you talk about that thing in the actual reel. So let's say you're a weight loss coach, you would start a video saying the biggest myths about weight loss. Then you present a solution saying that you can actually eat pizza, you can actually do this type of thing and still lose weight. And by the end of the video would say, comment specific keyword and I'll send you my eat whatever you want course that's gonna allow you to eat pizza and lose weight. Right? Make sure you structure that reel that way. In that case, you're gonna get much more leads. So just having the strategy with reels and with stories, you're gonna grow a pretty good list pretty fast. So look, when I launched my course using this strategy I'm about to show you, I made over $30,000 in 1 single week. You might make more, you might make less, but this is the strategy I used. So by this point, you have everything you need to make money. You have your course ready on Kajabi, you have your Instagram and your email list built up. As long as you execute on this correctly, you're more than equipped to make money with online courses. And this is exactly how you do it. We're ready to launch your paid product, which you already created on Kajabi, right? What we're gonna need is, obviously, we're gonna need to have our paid product ready. We're gonna need to have our email list, built up. We're gonna have Instagram, of course, and we're gonna have ManyChat. I'm gonna show you how to launch it. The launch plan I used myself to get results like this. As you can see, $48,000 in a month, $33,000 in a week, $3,000 in a day, everything done with the strategy I'm about to show you. Evergreen system as well, because we don't want to depend only on making money when we launch the product, when we promote the product. We want to be making money 24/7. Let's say you're doing a launch on Saturday. So what we're gonna do on Saturday, we're gonna send a direct email promoting your product. We're gonna put out an Instagram story that looks like this, which also promotes your product, but it doesn't direct link to a product, right? It doesn't have a link. It also has a ManyChat automation. And in this case, you would need to set up another ManyChat automation, right? Specifically to, send a link for your paid product this time. I would recommend you to have something along the lines of, I'm sending you this link, PS is gonna have a discount auto available or a coupon code or something like that, just mentioning that in the actual, message. Right? The story framework, again, this this is how the story framework looks for me. Feel free to use this framework. So we put out one story on Saturday, we send out an email on Saturday, and when it comes down to Reels, I don't recommend promoting on Reels. I just recommend on Instagram, I just recommend promoting on stories and recommend promoting to your email list. And pro tip, I also recommend sending regular newsletters to your list, incorporating a subtle CTA. So you're also going to be sending out emails to your list, weekly, but not all of those emails going to be like direct promotion for your paid product. So in those emails, what you can do is you can just provide value and add a slight CTA saying, click here if you want to get the results faster. Click here, just plugging your product in those emails. We also, again, as I said, you don't want to depend solely on promotions, right? So what we're going to do is every week you send out 2 to 3 value emails. And I would recommend doing after you launch it successfully and start moving forward and start making money with the launch, spend the next 2 weeks doing this and do another promotion. Do this in a 2-week intervals. This is what I recommend you to do. Do promotions for your product in 2 weeks intervals. So let's say you've done another one promotion on Saturday and then just move on without promoting it for the next 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, you can do another promotion. But in those 2 weeks, in these intervals, this is what you're going to do. So you're going to be sending out value emails 2 to 3 times per week with CTA for your product, but not a promotion, just slight CTA. You're going to be putting out 1 to 2 stories per day to your Instagram, and those stories going to conclude of free product promotions, customer testimonials, your results, insights, value. And then we're going to post 7 feed posts per week. So when it comes down to carousels, don't worry about it. 100% Reels for growth. Until you reach 20, 30, or even 50,000 followers, let's say between 20, 30,000 followers, you can start posting some carousels, but I would recommend just going with Reels. And this is what you're going to do in Evergreen, because realize this, each thing you post should directly or indirectly impact your sales for your paid product once you launched it. Always keep this in mind before posting anything. Even if you're not directly promoting the product, it doesn't mean you're not selling it. Sales should be always happening in the background. So think about how you're putting out, customer testimonials, putting out your own results, putting out student results. These things slowly nurture people. You're sending out emails. These things slowly nurture people. Maybe they don't buy right away, but when you do another promotion, they go out there and they buy. And if you want to see more in-depth tutorial on how to actually grow on Instagram, just click on the video that is showing on the screen right now. And thank you so much for watching.